rocketed. And that's GG. You want to put, so like for right here, you see it's kind of in front of this corner. The reason this is bad is because you have to have this, the center of the orb has to have LOS on the enemies in order for it to actually damage them. You can actually slide midair, but you can't, the thing is you can't jump until you hit the ground or you hit something. So you can slide midair to get out, as you see right here, but then I have to hit the ground before I can jump, which I thought is a really cool mechanic for Sojourn. Hey guys, so today we're going to be VOD reviewing myself on Sojourn. We're playing on Dorado, we're starting on defense. And this is a pretty good VOD for me. I've been playing a lot of Sojourn recently, and that's why I haven't been recording quite as much, also just because of school or uploading, I mean. So I have 8 or 9 hours on Sojourn. My win rate's like 67%, which is quite good. I have pretty good amount of time played. So I feel like I'm a pretty good Sojourn. Sojourn's also just pretty broken, so that helps add to my win rate. But I'm also playing other DPS. If you guys have any other VOD review suggestions you want to see from me in the future, let me know, and I'll start playing those DPS characters for you. But let's go ahead and jump right into the VOD review, and yeah, I'll go ahead and explain some useful stuff. So straight away here, you see that I'm throwing my E at the spawn doors. If you can, if you're playing like a payload map where they spawn in an area like this, always try to throw your E in a good spot to get ult charge. So straight away, it's a very small, simple thing you can do. You also see I'm getting damage boosted. This is also going to give you ult charge, and that's the main reason you want to do it, right? For your ult, because your ult's very strong. So here you see it lands. This one's actually not very effective. I don't really get that much, but getting damage boosted really charges up your right click. So that's a very good thing. So here, whenever you get your right click, you should be looking to right click someone you can actually kill. This is something you're going to see me say all throughout this game. Do not right click a tank just to right click a tank. You see I don't right click the Rhine because I want to see someone that I can actually kill. It's kind of hard to get a good shot sometimes on them. But there you see I actually had a nice shot. Usually you're not gonna be getting kills like this especially from longer distances, but you can also use your shift to jump up and then right click like that. But now I got it, so now I'm just waiting to reset here and get another right click. See, throwing my E at the corner. So you can throw your E to get ult charge, but you can also throw it to like split up the enemy team, because you see that the Ryan has to run out this way. There's basically no way if he stands in it, he's gonna give me ult charge, he's gonna take damage. But it also slows him down, so he has to choose a way to get out of it, because it's gonna be kind of bad if he stands in it the whole time. And now we're getting our ult back up again, because I'm just getting damage boosted, which is super nice. You get your right click very, very quick, because your right click builds depending on how much damage you do, right? Also, shields will very slowly charge up your right click, so it's good to shoot shields. So good to shoot shields just to get your right click up a little sooner. Right, guys. Play main, play main. So here we should be playing main, meaning we should be fighting around here, because the payload's coming up to us, right? Like we can't just stay on high ground and keep shooting them in the back. So here the shield's about to break, and then we can look for another right click. Again, don't right click the Ryan unless you think you can kill him. We also have our E back. So I'm gonna throw it right under the payload. It's kind of tricky for them to deal with that. Here I should slide up and jump and look for a right click. Junk one. And that's just cringe, but it's okay. We come back. That guy should have died there, especially if I had a headshot, he would have died. Here I'm back. I'm kind of on my own, but I'm still getting a damage boost, so I'm mainly here looking to do damage, looking to get a right click kill, or just looking to build my ult at the very least. So I'm not looking to do anything crazy. I know it's 1v5, it's 2v5 because I have a Mercy on me, but you know, I can only do so much here. If I get a good right click, then that's very good. This Ryan's feeding, so here we can actually push up, because they don't have a tank, so they have minimal pressure unless they're actually playing cohesively. And I'm still not in a super high rank. By the way, I'm Master 1 right now. I'm basically Grandmaster, but I decided to make this video before I hit Grandmaster just because I kind of wanted to this morning. So here I'm like, Junkrat half. Okay, let me go look for the junk. I feel like I should use my slide a little bit more, to be honest. I feel like I don't use it after watching a couple VODs of myself. Here, this Ryan again is just feeding. I decided to ult because we can actually win this pretty easily. My team's split. It's even 4v4 right now, but I think that we can actually win this. I'm kind of ballsy sliding right into a Junkrat for that, but there. I just need to hit the headshot. So here I'm kind of confused where my team's playing, because it doesn't really seem like it seems like I'm kind of alone on the court, so I'm not sure what's happening, except for my Mercy, of course. But could have killed Ana there. I'm getting a nice bubble here though. Here Ryan can die again. This Ryan is a bit of a feeder, which is good. Coming back to look at this. Another thing about the E is that you can actually you want to put, so like for right here, you see it's kind of in front of this corner. The reason this is bad is because you have to have this, the center of the orb has to have LOS on the enemies in order for it to actually damage them. So for example, enemies on the other side of this corner are not going to take damage because this orb is in the middle, is not around the corner. It doesn't see them, right? So try to think about that when you throw it. If you throw it like up against this wall, exactly, it's not going to damage people on the other side. So keep that in mind. Ana. There, I could have definitely tried to right click that guy. It's good to be patient with your right clicks, but don't be too patient, right?
I'll do that.
Try not to wait for the absolute perfect time, especially if the Ryan's like charging you. There, I missed the high ground. There's a good right click, but I just kind of missed the headshot. There's a good right click. So this guy doesn't get beat. I hear that the beat's going off, and I'm like, okay, I'm probably not gonna kill anyone in the grab just because there's a beat. So this is really good. They use beat, and it's 5v4 right now. Azari's kind of trolling, but I don't think that their team's coordinated enough.
No.
I can't actually jump up there. It's always good to try to take high ground as Sojourn, but so you have to slide back.
Yeah.
Run. That's unfortunate because I definitely had a shot on him to kill him there. Ryan's feeding. He's feeding. This Ryan's perma feeding.
I'll try and
There's a missed shot again. This is why aim trainers can be very useful for, you know, for your right clicks. So if you like me, don't hit a lot of your right clicks from farther range, you can practice stuff in AimLab or in Kovacs, which, by the way, guys, I'm going to be releasing an aim training course very soon. I just haven't had the time to finish it with school stress. It's basically done though. I just need to work on Kovacs stuff. And you can work on your right clicks, and it's really useful. So you're going to hit more shots, even if you still don't hit the majority of your shots, you're going to hit more. Again, this Ana should be a free kill for me. It's kind of embarrassing to watch sometimes, but another thing about you just saw right there, another thing about the slide, you can actually slide midair, but you can't, the thing is you can't jump until you hit the ground or you hit something. So you can slide midair to get out, as you see right here, but then I have to hit the ground before I can jump, which I thought is a really cool mechanic for Sojourn. A lot of you might not even try to slide midair because, you know, there's not a lot of scenarios where you do that anyway. But yeah, there's a good orb to clean up.
You could damage boost.
Yeah, so I say I have ult, you're gonna damage boost straight, and then I want to take high ground naturally. So again, to get high ground, we need to come on top of the payload here and then slide up. This guy's, that guy should not be able to get out like that, but it's all good. So here I'm breaking the railing. This is always a good thing to do on any map. There's like railing, so try to break the railing just so you have easier time shooting people.
Yep.
Here I decided to go up here.
I'm gonna ult up top. They're going around. They're going around.
So here they're going around. I'm waiting to see if they're up top or if they're below. It sounds like they're below. So
You did not, bro.
do we get the McCree there? That should have been a shot for sure. This is a bit risky for me because I'm just walking into the Reinhardt. But if you look at the kill feed, we got 1, they got 3, but we did res, so that means we're down 1 right now. So we kind of need something. Like, we can't just sit and wait because the Rein's just going to shield, wait through my ult. So we kind of need a kill here. I'm probably going to die, but we get a kill, which is really good. So it's good because it slows down their momentum. Unfortunately, if I would have killed Ana there, that would have been much better. But we still got a kill, which slows their momentum enough for us to maybe come back and actually kind of hold the cart, right? Now we're kind of even, I think.
Ana.
That again should have been a free shot for me, or free kill. That's just kind of annoying because Ana double shot me there.
We're getting 1v2, 2v2 by Lucio.
So again, just coming around to high ground here is always going to be a good idea. Here I hear a Widow, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to dive onto her. Because what is she going to do? She could kill me, and just one-shot me, because that does happen sometimes.
Widow going up top somewhere. I don't know where she is.
I think Widow went main. So again, this trick where you slide off the payload to come high ground is really useful. Not just on this map, but also on other maps. Like, not necessarily just the payload either. Like, if you slide off of certain objects to get onto high ground, it's really a nice trick for Sojourn because you otherwise wouldn't be able to get on the high ground if you didn't get the boost. There.
What up? Nice.
That's a really good shot for my Ashe. Here, I'm zoning the Ana off. The thing about, so again, if you to charge your right click, it depends on how much damage you do. So the reason I'm not shooting the Rein here is because he's nanoed, and you do reduce damage to people that are nanoed. So you really, it's not that it's not worth it to shoot the Rein. It's just probably more worth it to shoot the supports in this scenario for now. Here, I should have slid. I should have slid sooner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look. What up?
So my team manages to hold somehow. We're doing pretty good holds. Another thing I noticed about myself on most of my DPS games, you see I can't actually get on the high ground here.
Widow might come bottom left.
So that was kind of troll. But something I noticed about myself on DPS is that I die quite a lot. So I die quite a lot, and this is bad because it means you're just not able to do as much damage, right? So I die a lot because I'm aggressive and I want to take good fights, but sometimes I need to accept that, you know, like I just need to be playing back, chilling out a little bit.
What up top left?
So here we heard Widow. I'm just trying to pressure her. We don't even really need to kill her. So here the Widow mine hits me, so I'm gonna be cautious, make sure I don't, you know, get destroyed here. So I'm gonna guess the Widow's probably main at this point. Very good shatter. There I was trying to kill the Lucio midair.
What up top? What up top?
Widow could be a problem if you leave her uncontested. There's a good kill.
Widow actually won.
Widow won. Here we want to go for the Ana. Ana and Widow main. But I can get my ult here, so. I would say what separates myself from like the best players, or what separates the best players from me right now is just the ability to quickly charge and land right clicks. Like my positioning, most of my aim and, you know, how I'm using my right clicks are good. But it's just I'm not hitting as many shots. And my aim is not even that bad. Like my aim's actually pretty good. Recently, it's pretty good. That's why I've been climbing from like, I literally climbed from like Master 5 to Master 1 in the span of just a couple days. I started spamming games. But again, you know, in order to get to those higher Grandmaster ranks, that's what I'm going to need to just kind of get better at. And that's just time. It takes consistency and practice. Again, I'm still trying to slide without being on the payload. So my own tip to you guys, I need to be using that more myself. So, pretty good half. You can see my damage is pretty good. My elims are very good. That's actually not that bad this game. They could be better. My damage could also be better, but it's not bad overall. Okay, guys, so attack on this map, Dorado specifically, is a little bit trickier on first point and on second point, just because you don't have high ground straight away. Whereas, if you're a defender on this map, you already have high ground just at your availability. So you're going to have to fight to take high ground on first, second, actually, and third point, because that's just how this map is set up, and that's how a few other maps are also set up. High ground is especially important just if you're, I mean, it's always important just to have control of, because whoever has high ground control is going to typically have the advantage, especially if they have like a hit scan or something that's a little bit longer range, like a Widow or, you know, anything that's not, you know, point blank range, like a Reaper or something, is going to have the advantage on high ground. So it's really important to fight for high ground, as we're going to see here. So for me, I want to get on the payload, slide jump up, and just try to contest it. Maybe throw an orb down. You know, we have a Zarya, so there's no monkey jumping up or anything, but you can obviously just shoot at them too. That's going to be useful. Straight away, you see, I know that they're already going to be up there, so I'm just going to go and shoot at them. Try to get my charge up. Here, you can actually get on this car. I can actually get on this car and jump up top. So as you see, I think I'm going to do this. Yeah, this is a nice little trick. So you can get on the car. You can also get on the payload and jump up here. Very nice, because now you see we're contesting high ground, right? So they can pressure us, but we can also pressure them. So that's a pretty bad orb. This Rein is just
Junk stuck on the left.
Rein is off the cocaine. So Junk's stuck. You don't really always low.
Junk one.
We don't really want to push him because he's Junk, and you don't know where his trap is. You don't know if he has both mines up. So another thing here that we can do is come on top of the payload, slide up here. We know that the junk is stuck.
He's getting mega right now.
We know that he's stuck. Can we kill? So can we kill him? Right?
Can we kill junk? Guys, can we kill junk?
He can try to get out, but we should be able to kill him because he's just he's way out of position. His team is way far away. So me trying to ask for him to die here is really good. Me saying like where he is and that he's alone is really good. If I didn't say that, he probably would have got out here, to be honest. He probably just got out. Nobody would have really, you know, cared or noticed except for me. And so that's why comms are still really important in pretty much any FPS game that's being played competitively. So this is a free kill, and this is gonna just open up this site for us here, or this point, I guess, not the site. So here, this is a really good orb because it's gonna slow down the Rhine. You could try to bait him into fighting you because you can just slide backwards, right, like this. So here, I don't have a Mercy on me, so I have to be a little bit careful. I waste my right click there. There, he's just gonna actually get me, but at what expense? You lost your whole point, bro.
It's so fucking ugly. I don't know. There's 800 acne on his face.
So now we're being rezzed.
Keep through on. I just cap.
Here I say keep through on because I'm just not sure if they're going to be able to retouch. I don't think they can retouch at all. There's probably a couple of people that can retouch, but it would probably not be in their best interest to do so because they're just going to die if they try to do that. So through on cart is never really a bad idea though, unless you know that you killed them late or like, you know, like say we just team wipe them and your payload's right here. Then we don't need to have 3 on cart, and we could put 4 up here and 1 on cart just because it's going to take so long for them to come back and respawn. Whereas if you team wiped farther back and the payload was much farther back, you'd consider putting 3 on, if that makes sense, right? So here we get the cap. And then I decided to start pushing up, just to be safe. There's a good kill. Here's actually another really good E. Again, this is going to force the Ana out and back. Unfortunately, she nades herself and gets Mercy healing her, so there's pretty much no way I can kill her right now without a full charge right click.
They have hog, they have hog.
So they have a hog, which means I'm
Free charge for me.
it's just absolute free charge. It's kind of just silly actually. Again, I think a way they can nerf Sojourn without completely gutting her is by whenever she's left clicking tanks, they should make it so that her right click does not charge quite as fast. Just because for like a hog, how is hog supposed to avoid that, right? Like, you know, maybe make it so that you charge 20% slower off of tanks for your right click. I think that would help a lot because whenever you're playing against a hog, a monkey, really any tank that's not like Zarya or D.Va or something, even D.Va though, whenever she runs out of DM or if she's not DMing perfectly, you could just charge your right click so fast. And I think that's a big problem right now for Sojourn or for playing against Sojourn and just why Sojourn is so strong. But I'm not complaining. I play Sojourn. Hey. So here I want to look to get my ult. Looking back at this now, I need to find a way to take high ground here. You could come over to the right and come up here. It does take a little bit of time. That's why I think I didn't do it here. Because we also want to be helping main. But I think that would be okay. I don't know.
I'm actually rolling them. I'm going to ult screw it.
That's a pretty bad orb there. So it's okay because their hog is actually fighting main. Again, that's just going to give me free charge, free ult charge, free everything. So there, if he didn't start healing, we actually would have killed him.
Can ult soon. Soldier behind.
So here, we want to back up. Want to be careful. I can throw my E to zone them off here. Because again, the E's going to slow them down. It's going to split them up. So if one's trying to push forward, it's going to push the other one backward. If it's only if it's a well-placed orb.
I can ult after hog cook.
Here, we want to try to bait the hog hook. I'm just kind of standing in the orb here. I don't really care because I'm getting mercy pocketed. And that's GG. Almost. Yeah, so that, I mean, there's not much to say about that. They grabbed, I had ult. There's not much they could do. If I miss my shots, I'm just trash. So, you know, free shots from me. Pretty well played. From us as a team. Here I throw my E down just to slow them down. Because I know that they're going to be running up to hit the point. Now they're on Sombra Tracer.
Sombra.
They're pretty good right click. Didn't kill her, but that's okay.
Oh, that guy's
and
holding.
that's GG. Pretty good, decisive game. Hopefully you guys got something valuable out of this. You could see that here we got pretty good amount of damage. Could have had more damage for sure, but I had most elims, which is really good. It means I'm tickling everyone with my left click. 53% charged accuracy. That's actually not bad, to be honest. That's actually pretty good. Weapon accuracy is naturally going to be a bit lower just because, like, you know, at farther ranges, you're not going to be landing that a lot. What really matters is charge shot accuracy and headshot accuracy for the charge shot. Because if you can land the headshots with charge shot, then you're going to be doing a lot of damage and you're going to be getting a lot of kills. So I'd highly recommend trying to do that. Obviously, though, easier said than done. Comms are important. You know, use your slide to get on high ground. Throw good orbs to split up the enemy team. Did not mean to do that, but anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you would like to see other characters next. Which DPS characters, which tank would you like to see next? And I'll see you guys later. Peace.